What is going on, boys and girls, he's and she's, theys and it's your boy Keegan. Today we're going to be breaking down one of the hottest prospects in boxing in 2024, Subriel Matias. Now this man has 20 wins, with 20 of those wins coming by way of knockout. So he has a 100% knockout ratio in his victories. I love breaking people like this down, guys with awkward styles, guys that are a little different. Let's listen and pay attention to what they have to say about this young man.
Defies the norm, yet has proven remarkably effective against all challengers. All 19 of them not being able to finish the fight. We're talking about the unconventional style of Subriel Matias. Without a doubt, one of the most damaging boxers in boxing right now. But why do we call his style unconventional, and why has it worked so well so far? Well, let's start with his boxing stance. Boxing stance. Subriel capitalizes on his height and reach advantage by standing tall. He typically starts his fights with a high guard, but the key word here is start, because that's not where it usually ends. As he gains confidence, his arms drop, and he adopts a squared hands down stance, launching his punches from below. This is the first reason his style is so unconventional. He doesn't merely drop his hands to taunt his opponents, like some boxers do for short periods. He will actually box from that hands down stance for long periods of his fights.
Guys, I can already see why he might have already lost his first fight. He is 20-1 with 20 knockouts. He lost one unanimous decision to a guy that was 14-2. It's going to be the same thing as Prince Naseem. The hands down, the forward walking, being on a straight line. Barrera took advantage of that against Prince Naseem, was able to come straight down the middle with conventional boxing and beat and upset Prince Naseem. This guy didn't. Subriel has lost a fight, and I can almost guarantee it was probably a really good conventional boxer, stuck to his tactics, stayed true, and just tried to really take advantage of what Subriel does here. Now, that doesn't mean that Subriel hasn't mastered it more now and is probably a lot better than back then in 2020 when he had a unanimous decision loss. But I just want to chime in and let you guys know that's probably what cost him a fight already, is this unconventional style.
Now let's get into Subriel's best skills. Skills. Combinations and flurries. First, it is really important to highlight what we consider the base of his style and what makes it so unconventional. Subriel doesn't throw combinations like most fighters.
Ananian trying to back to the body, and you could just see the body language on him apart. Just looked absolutely tremendous, and there's a big left hook.
Here's a side-by-side comparison of Canelo Alvarez
and a big body shot!
And Subriel Matias throwing combinations so you can see the difference.
Forget what we mentioned.
Subriel doesn't load up as much.
The key difference is what we
with
call arm punches versus waist punches.
Yeah.
Arm punches involve little waist movement,
right,
but a lot of shoulder movement.
And you usually don't want to arm punch. You don't want to punch from here. It's not good for you. You want to put the waist in it, right? You want to get the waist movement. You want to set the base and really rock into stuff. Even on the jab, on the power jab, you can turn the hip into the jab. But it seems here this guy really is nice with just the arm punching, which means you can't see the load up coming, which I wonder if he's just so heavy-handed that he's getting away with arm punching like that. It's incredible. Bang, big hook.
While waist punches involve a lot of waist movement and little shoulder movement. You can let us know if you'd like a more in-depth breakdown of arm and waist punches. But back to the breakdown.
It's a lot of arm punching.
The advantage it gives Subriel is that he does not have to use much his waist to throw punches. He also does not need much space to punch on the inside.
Right.
That allows him to throw a lot of combinations by just creating a little space, in situations where his opponents think they are safe.
Embayev, he has him hurt. There's a big left hook lining up Embayev.
Sometimes he will unleash long flurries at great speed while fighting in the pocket.
Now Matias scoring.
I would expect him to this. Left hook.
He landed.
It's baffling to me how he's getting all that power out of arm punching. And what's beautiful about it is a lot of the time they tell people when they first start fighting, especially competitively, guys, just touch them. Don't try to fight hard. Just box. Touch, 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 touch. The knockouts will come. This kid is literally arm punching. Ba 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 bang. Ba 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 bang. And it's devastating people inside the pocket. He's getting off 4 and 5, 6 shots without even having to break a sweat. And what's scary about it is that the power that he's generating from these arm punches is really hurting people. That's extremely dangerous.
To the left there.
That way of punching also gives him a lot of accuracy, as he can control better the trajectory of the punch and really aim where he wants to connect.
But he is turning it over, though. You can see the turnover at the end of it. I wonder if he's just heavy-handed. Bang. Hands down. You're a lot more fluid when your hands are down.
A lot of these shots from Matias. And now Matias.
Jab. Due to his incredible combinations and pressure fighting, sometimes his jab gets unnoticed, but it could very well be his
He
best
broke that
skill.
guy's orbital, for sure.
We can break it down into 3 variations.
Let's see what he's working with jab
The
wise.
jab
I'm
from the
interested.
high guard, the downstairs jab, and the swivel or jumping jab.
Power jab, swivel, yeah.
The jab from the high guard is the one he uses at the start of his fights.
Beautiful.
What
jab.
makes it so good is not really
jab.
the technique,
God.
but the timing. You will notice him waiting for his opponent to throw his jab while maintaining the
He's
high
so
guard.
heavy-handed.
Then he perfectly times his jab right at the same moment his opponent throws his.
Okay, look at the way he was stepping in as he got hit. That's going to add so much more to your power. Timing beats power. Timing beats speed. Timing beats everything. If you can time your opponent, you're going to massacre your opponent. He is timing this man with this jab so nasty. And he's heavy-handed, and that guy is walking into shit. Ugh. Every time he goes to open with something, he's walking right into a shot. It's it's non-telegraphed, it's not super fast. He's just from here to there, from here to there. And it's got so much weight on it, it's ridiculous.
Consistently connect with the jab. I think Matias is.
And he's catching with the other hand as well. Catch.
Now Anania. And you can.
As he carries the reach advantage,
Guys,
he throws
look at
it
the other
so
hand catching
effortlessly, he usually comes out on top of the exchanges.
Look at the jabbing, and look how I'm southpaw, so I would do it this way. But look how when he's shooting it, he's here, right? He's able to do this. And the other guy's jab is going this way or that way. It's missing him completely. He's just calm, cool, collected. Pop, pop, pop. It's beautiful fencing and a powerful fencing jab out of the high guard. I love it.
Especially when he doubles up on it.
A lot of damage here in round 9.
Oh, tripled it. 3, 4.
The second
my
jab,
God.
and this is a dangerous weapon, is the downstairs jab. The standout feature here is the incredible speed at which he lands it. And how good he sets it up. Usually, he closes the distance first. And from the low guard, he catches his opponents off guard.
Oh my God. Swivel. See, there was a little swivel
Yes.
there. Bang! Swivel. That's almost like a power
Lastly,
shot.
there's the swivel or jumping jab.
Matias, there's a big left hook. Yeah.
He usually uses it when falling short with
Bang.
the backhand.
He is staying composed.
So the swivel jab, as I said before, so what he's doing is, I'll try to go orthodox like him. He's falling short here, right? So he's throwing the 2, coming up short, but he's really setting it up for this. You'll see guys that really have mastered this will fall short on purpose almost, not really put nothing behind this, to come back with the swivel in the hips. So you're really setting it up as a reverse 2. The swivel jab is really just a power punch. And you're almost going southpaw to throw that 2 out of southpaw stance. It's just a power shot. It's a swivel in the hips the same way as a swivel at the 2. You're just swiveling it back with the 1. And it's brilliant. It's good. And you'll see a lot of people that are good at shifting that will use that attack to march forward. Brilliant.
So he can create an extra reach with the swivel jab,
Did you
surprising
see
his opponents.
Feint? Bang! God, that was gorgeous.
A lot of times, you will see him just
Boom!
jumping and lunging himself
See,
with
it's
that
the
jab.
bow.
Yeah, keep him up.
Oh, there's a
He's
nice.
playing with you here to come back up with the swivel. It's gorgeous, man. Fucking gorgeous.
Pressure. One of his most apparent skills is the relentless pressure he applies. By throwing what we call arm punches and not committing his entire weight to load and throw his punches, he doesn't spend much energy, allowing him to maintain a relentless pace throughout the whole.
So he's coming forward in a high guard. Either he has his hands down, or when he wants to, he'll have fun in the high guard, and he's just chopping the ring off. You go this way, I'm going to step this way. You go this way, I'm going to step this way. Make you miss, arm punch, bang. Make you miss, cut the ring off. Now you're in the corner. Now you're on the ropes. I'm going to do this to you for 12 fucking rounds. I'm going to put your lights out. That pressure is such a weapon. There's a kid named Cody Crowley. Look him up. He fights at 147. This kid didn't have the strongest punches, but he was getting stronger. He was learning a lot from his coach, but he always had a pace that he would weaponize and just break you down. He would body punch and he would put a pace on you where you did not want to be in there with him. I've seen him break down middleweights, championship middleweights. He would put a pace on them, and it looks like Subriel has that same pace, but he has the power in the shots as well, which is just going to make him so dangerous. If I was his coach, I would really work on his defense and his counter punching, and the rest of it's going to come. His style already comes. Pressure, you got to be able to play defense on the inside, counter, and just do what you do, but keep that fucking pace on.
All fight.
As Matias comes forward.
Look, see how strong he is? Did you see how the guy went to bump him? Man, we got to rewind that a little bit. Watch how his opponent tries to bump him and push him off, and look how he stands tall and just shrugs him back.
Throughout the whole fight.
Watch this. Look, his opponent tried to push him, but he was too strong. That shows me strength. When you're walking people down and they miss, and then they try to bump you, they're trying to push you back so that they have space in the ring to feel comfortable. When someone goes to push you and you don't go nowhere and then you punch them again, he absorbs the push it, man, get the fuck off of me. Bang, bang, bang. I'm gonna keep walking you down. Now that other fighter knows, damn, he's stronger than me. I can't keep running, but I can't push forward. And you're just making that fighter uncomfortable with the pace. Then you're feeling the power and the overwhelming of the volume from the arm punching. Oh, man, this guy's a monster. Scary prospect.
Downstairs. And Matias plots forward.
Look, tries to push him again. No, you're not pushing me back. Tries to push him again. Tries to push him again.
There's a left hook to the body by Matias.
Beautiful
His
shots.
high volume output is supported by his formidable punching power. Flaws.
And here we go
Careless.
with his breakdowns.
While his relentless pressure is one of his best skills, it is also the reason to what we consider his biggest flaw. He doesn't care about getting punched. It's important to clarify, not overreacting to punches is a great skill. The problem is not reacting at all. Subriel sometimes seems too tough for his own good. His exceptional chin and punch resistance lead to him getting careless when defending.
So what that tells me is that with the pace that he pushes, the way that he punches, and the way that he drops his hands, comes forward, we have a brawler. We have a fearless fighter. We have a true fighter, right? There's boxers, there's boxer punchers, there's brawlers, and there's fighters, and there's defensive gurus, right? Which is more along boxing, skillful. This kid is just a fighter. He wants to hit and get hit. He likes wars. He's going to enjoy the contact. It's almost like guys that play football. Boom, good contact. I like that contact. He likes the contact. And that is a flaw because he will get into shootouts as he goes up in levels like Gervonta Davis is probably going to end up being one of, that would be a fight. Do you really want to get in a shootout with a guy as skilled and as powerful as Gervonta Davis? No. His style would be the exact worst, I would think, to walk into a Gervonta Davis. Walking forward with their hands down, not caring if you're getting hit, and trying to get into a shootout. Now that also might play into helping him against Gervonta because it would make it ugly against Gervonta. But that's going to give Gervonta a lot of chances to counter because Gervonta likes to fight going backwards. He can fight going backwards, forwards. So as he goes up in competition, that is going to be a flaw. That's why I said earlier, his defense, they got to work his defense. He's got to be very responsible if you're going to come forward that way. Defense and protecting against the counters and countering back in flurries, right?
By Tugembayev. Matias, I think he's losing on this.
As his confidence grows, he tends to drop his hands and absorb unnecessary punches. There's also a psychological aspect to consider.
Oh, yeah. See, Gervonta would have put him to sleep.
The intimidation factor of someone who keeps marching forward with hands down.
He likes
and
war.
Not flinching in response
Look, he likes
to your
war.
punches.
He likes war. He's a warrior. He likes war. That's not a good thing to have. I mean, it is, but it's not. You got to be responsible. You got to learn. See, that's where his fight IQ has to come in. His coach has to sit him down and say, Sabril, why? Why are we taking these shots? For what? I don't know. I just want to fight. Listen, do you want to be the best you can be? Because right now you're limiting yourself. In the MMA world, it was Justin Gaethje. He would just get into shootouts and wars. He would just say, fuck it, drop my hands, let's trade right here. Guess what? You're a man, you're human. You can be hurt. Stop making yourself vulnerable for no reason when you could really just pitch a shutout.
But we would love to know your opinion. What do you personally think?
Yo, shout out Skillr Boxing. You guys, please make sure you go subscribe. For such a great boxing channel, they deserve a lot more than 57K subscribers. I've already subscribed myself. Shout out Skillr Boxing. Sabril Matias, I don't know 100% sure how to say his last name, but he is going to be one of the prospects to watch coming up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, share, subscribe, and tell me what fighter I should break down next. It's your boy Keegan, aka Vega Films. We're gone.